Hello, everyone. Thank you for waiting. I went in and made two moderators, and then my computer would not let me back in. So here I am. I got it. I had to do a Control-Alt-Delete and wait for it to restart and let me back in. So yeah, normally it doesn't, but I had to go into regular YouTube to make a moderator, and so um, because I did that right before, then I don't know what happened, but it wouldn't let me back in for a little bit. You're seeing you're seeing me scheduled for tonight? Well, I guess if it is, I'll just take that one out. But anyway, I usually change the picture on the live stream anyway. Sometimes it'll be the pictures of me with whoever comes up, and sometimes I'll just put a picture. I actually picked a picture for this, but then it didn't show up, so I may go back and put that one back, the one that I picked for this. So anyway, I know everybody goes live tonight, so I thought I would put in an hour or so before all those live streams start. So the snow is starting to melt outside, so I'm really excited about that. I'm actually, I love snow. Every year I love snow, but this year I am tired of it and I'm ready for it to go. Wow. And you're still in the midst of the snow. Hello, Lala Farms. I just came on. I was having a little trouble with my computer. So I just finally got it on. I had to go into regular YouTube to make a moderator because I couldn't figure out how to do it from StreamYard. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate that. I need to find your email. I have an email that I want to send you, Rick. Yes, it is crazy. This is the third snow Texas has had. And of course, when the power went out, it was like 0, 4, 7 degrees outside. So obviously, Texas is not used to that. And the snow was on the ground for like, it's been on the ground like a week. So today it actually got just slightly above freezing. And so it's actually melting. The icicles are melting off the house. I don't know if it will fully have time to melt today but I hope it does. I hope it does. After this, I'll probably get outside and check my greenhouse and see the damage there. See, I think the seeds that are still in the ground that haven't popped up, I think those will be fine. Pretty sure the spinach will be fine. And what else do I have out there? The green onions were just kind of barely up, and I had not done any peppers yet, so I think everything that's out there will probably be fine. You're in the 60s. Oh, that's awesome, Rick. I'm jelly. We're still in the 30s, but I think we're like 34. So, but the sun is out, so it's actually melting some stuff. So I'm really excited about that. Seeing the sun and the melting. It's been really hard to keep the chickens' water situation going on. Every day I have to go out and bring them fresh water from the house because it's melted. I have brought out hot pots of water and poured over their bowl to get that kind of melted. Of course, they said the hot water freezes faster than the cold water, which sounds insane to me, but I guess that's true. But anyway, I need to get some kind of like a warmer or like a thicker waterer because, the thicker it is, the longer it takes for the water to get frozen. So anyway, I need to invest in some kind of a warmer or something for my chicken water. Usually we don't have to worry about this, but maybe once a year. But it's been a solid week of trying to maintain keeping their water out there okay. So I'm seriously considering investing in some kind of a warmer or something. It's not like a big commercial farm or anything. It's 12 chickens in a backyard. So, but I'm definitely feeling like I need to have one now, some kind of warmer. So I'm going to go look at Tractor Supply at some point, and invest in one. Heritage Heart Homestead, thank you for waiting for me. Thank you for coming in, Free Handly Made, and Lala Farms. I went on and made a couple of moderators in regular StreamYard. Rick, do you know if there's a place in StreamYard where you can make moderators, or do you have to do that in YouTube? See, I went on and did a short little YouTube live to make my sister-in-law a moderator, and Homestead Aquarius happened to pop in at that exact time, so I went ahead and make him one too. That was just kind of a coincidence. And then I had trouble getting my laptop up. Welcome, Simple and Easy. So yeah, on my power outage, we went 10 hours without power. It came back on for 5 hours, so we thought it was going to be on permanently. And then literally 2 hours before bedtime, the power shut off again, so we had to go to bed in a cold room. So that wasn't fun. And then in the middle of the night, the power came on. And it's managed to stay on. So we actually had the power go out twice. So I think the first time it was 10 hours and the second time it was 5 or 8 hours, something like that. So I guess we were part of that rotating power outage thing that was going on. I think all of my family has managed to get their power and their water. Last thing I heard was that they were turning off the water at her college that she's at. I think she's over in College Station. So I'll have to text her or my sister and find out about that. Hello, Homestead Aquarius. Yes, please give me a thumbs up. That'd be awesome. I definitely appreciate it. Hello, the Rusty Pepper. Yes, I still need to go on and help you with that analytics thing. I definitely have time for that this weekend. I can't remember if I gave you my phone number or if I just got yours. I have a short-term memory. But if you do have my number, if I did give it to you in the email, you can go ahead and call me this weekend. Just kind of let me know what the prefix it is that it starts with, so I kind of can know that it's you, because I have a lot of like weird random sales calls and stuff. So if anybody wants to come up, you are more than welcome. I do notice now, after looking at StreamYard, looking at YouTube right before I went on StreamYard, that the picture is just a little bit better on StreamYard, and the comment section's just a little bit easier to see. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, it is easy to make a moderator in there, if there is a place to do it. It seemed like my sister-in-law said she found it somewhere in StreamYard that you could make a moderator. The only thing I see to the side of it is where you can put somebody in timeout or something, or maybe like erase their comment, stuff like that. I figured out how to change the banner, how to make a banner, and how to change the label up here color. And of course, I don't have the paid version right now, so I might try it later, but it's okay for right now. I've had as Rick said on Lala Farms, I've had a lot of lives, And I haven't ran out of hours. So if I haven't run out of hours, I don't see much need in having. But I might try the paid version like you did, but later. But right now I haven't managed to run out of hours, and I've gone on just as much as I've wanted to. So getting my watch time hours in, and it's a great way to get to know people too. I've had a lot of cool people up on my StreamYard. Of course, my awesome sister-in-law is now a moderator in Homestead Aquarius. So somebody just asked me to be a moderator. So I was like, oh, of course. That's awesome. I think before that I was like Mike Umphrey, way to go, Kennel, and now I'm Pafford Homestead and Free Henley Maid. Hi, Z. Hello,
Says hi.
hello. Did he end up going skiing?
He did not, no.
Hello,
Because
kinfolk of Georgia.
he did not end up going skiing because it was mostly the scouts, and they were going to do the big kid skiing, and the Cub Scout master told us that it would be better for us to go in March because it won't be as crowded. So.
Yeah. Okay. I bet I could definitely go down the kitty one with him.
Hang on, Z.
I've never been skiing before. I haven't even been sledding. I saw the coolest video. Some lady was going sledding with her grandkids, and I was like, "Oh, I want to do that before I get too old to hold myself on." I think I'm still good now. I would just have to pray really good before I go on that I don't injure myself. But I don't want to go through life saying, "Oh, I never tried that." But I want to try things. I don't want to be scared to try things. I always make myself.
Hey, Homestead. Am I echoing, guys? Because I don't have anything up.
No, I mean I don't hear it. Do you guys hear an echo? I don't hear an echo.
That was weird. Okay.
I haven't gone in the greenhouse yet. I'm scared. It is fun to sled. I loved it.
Z went sledding last night after school with Daddy on our property.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Do y'all have any good hills over there for sledding?
Yes, we have a lot of hills.
Oh, cool. You'll have to send me that. I can't see it too good. Too good right now.
He's playing a game.
I thought you were showing me a picture of him sledding.
No.
I was like, no. Oh, you do need to send me some pictures of Kairos, though.
I got some new ones of him playing in the snow in Alabama.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'll send those to you.
Definitely want to see that. Yeah, I still got that on my list. Uh-huh. I need to go do a weigh-in.
They can't see that very well, son.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert.
See if I've lost some weight already. I think I have.
I don't think I have Kinfolk Farm of Georgia on my. I don't think I'm sub to them.
I do have them. I do remember them. Yeah.
Okay, see, they can't see it because it's reflecting. All they see is bright.
That rule confuses me.
He's trying to show you guys stuff, and it's not.
I don't know what he's referring. I don't know what she's referring to. That rule confuses me.
Rule confuses me.
Maybe she's talking to somebody else. You almost went sledding Sunday? Huh. That's cool. Oh, awesome. That looks like a fun game. Your uncle likes to play video games too. I want to get out maybe if it finishes melting and maybe do some plowing this weekend, possibly. I think my husband has to work till noon tomorrow. But he took Taz. He took off the week after the Oklahoma meetup.
It's the way she's got it set up.
Does he not want to be on the thing?
No, hang on.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe that's what it was. Like, I can change the view. I just do that so my head doesn't look so big.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, he took off the week after the meetup so we could go up there. So I don't know. I have a little bit of anxiety about big crowds too, so I don't know how I'm going to do. But I do know some people that are going to be there. Journey along with Shannon, probably I know the best. I know Hat Creek Homestead's going to be there. Maybe Amy with Crazed Family Homestead, and maybe Jason Avers and his wife, because Crazed Family Homestead and Jason Avers both live in Oklahoma. So anyway, we might end up staying in Oklahoma City because remember I used to live there, and so we're gonna go like to the little kind of like Riverwalk thing in Oklahoma City, and there's like a Bass Pro Shop. You know how much your brother likes the Bass Pro Shop. So let's see what she said. She said my name. I was asking about having children in the video and missed it. I know you have to list it. You have to list it if it's for children or not, but I don't know if you have to list if children are in it. I know I made a video of, and I think she's referring to your collaboration thing. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. But I know that I made one of my niece, and I didn't even set that it had children in it, but it knew it had children in it, and it set it to no comment on its own. So it was
I don't know.
party. And
I've never had a problem. I've never had a problem with my son being on on videos, and my comments didn't get shut off. So I don't know what that's about. But I do set my videos to the fact that they're not for children and 18 and over. So maybe that's why I don't have a problem.
Yeah, I have all that on mine. I have that on mine too.
But I mean, as far as
I let it do my chicken videos that way, and then I thought, well, that's not cool because it won't let people comment. So I turned around and changed it so that, because I was like, I don't know that kids are even going to see these videos, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and take that off. So I believe I took it off. I don't know. And I go in.
Kim Folk has a question for you.
Crockers, I will be there.
Kim Folk Farm, Georgia.
Which meetup? The one in Oklahoma, Pryor, Oklahoma. Yeah, there's a meetup in Pryor, Oklahoma. I believe it's at a church. And the Crockers and the Payne family, I believe, are hosting it. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I don't know why it chose to do that. I mean, I'm fine with it.
Heritage, when they set a video to, I can hear an echo. I don't believe you guys can't hear that. When they set a video to restricted, it doesn't keep the video from playing. It just keeps the video from being able to be seen by children. That's all that is.
Yeah. It doesn't put it out to whatever shelf the children's videos are on.
Right.
That's how I see it too. Yeah. So yes, I think it's May 22nd in Pryor, Oklahoma is the meetup. I heard that you guys are going to try to do one over there in your area. That would be cool. We actually talked about putting one together for just Texas people, because there's quite a bit of Texas people. Matter of fact, my husband talked about my YouTube channel at his job, and one of the guys he works with has a relative that's on YouTube, and I'm going to shout them out on Monday. So I'm going to try to see if I can get him to come up on my live and do like a little interview. Welcome, John, with Honey and Stuff with J&J. Yeah, I mean, if any of the moderators are in here, you're welcome to put people's links up. That's fine. If you guys aren't subscribed to Homestead Aquarius, please go by and check him out. He's got some great content on his channel, and my sissy-in-law here, Freehandly Maid. She's subscribe to her if you're not subscribed to her. I know Hunting and Stuff with J&J is kind of like another group that I'm in, so there might be some people in here that are not subscribed to him, Hunting and Stuff with J&J. So please go by and check him out. Yeah, he used to do live streams a lot. I think they were kind of like in the morning. Welcome, Red Silo Homestead. I knew everybody else was going to be doing their lives tonight, so I said, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go like in the afternoon before everybody starts. I think the first one is Jules.
Yeah, it's going to be a busy night. I'm not going to be able to hit all of them. I'll jump into Jules and see his for a little bit, and then I'll have to get off and take care of my boys because I don't want to miss the Vineyard Chicks. So
yes, Simply Jan Homestead is going to have the Vineyard Chicks on her live tonight. So if you guys want to go check them out, it's like 3 young ladies and they sing and they're on a farm. It's really cool.
they're so talented.
They are very talented. They actually popped up on my live the other night, like at the very end, the last 30 to 40 minutes, they popped in and they were just so adorable. That was awesome. I was so excited about it. I couldn't even go to sleep.
They messed up my sleeping schedule because I was getting ready to get off your live to put Zane to bed and read him his stories. And then they popped up like, well, I can't read stories now. I can't leave the live with these girls on here.
I know. Normally I would have been going to bed too, but I was just excited that they were coming on. They said something about coming on, but I thought they were referring to me interviewing them because I had asked them for an interview, and I'm pretty sure we pretty much covered that already. So, I told you about doing my audio, and they're going to do a song with it. Yes. So she's working on learning the song right now. And then I'm going to send her the audio file of me reading the Bible verse, and she's going to put the two together. So I'll be reading the Bible verse, and she'll be singing and or playing in the background. I don't know if she's going to sing. Okay. Thank you for stopping by, Rick. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. I'm going to send you an email.
Bye, Rick. Have a great day.
I have to figure out which email it's on because I have 2 going, so I have to go back and forth. And one of them's saying that it's blocked, but the Gail Southern Living at yahoo.com is the one that's working. The other one is not working. So. Anyway, Homestead Aquarius is going to do a raffle for Granny Moreno. Oh, one thing I was going to ask you, Homestead Aquarius, how are we going to pay for the raffle tickets? How's that going to work? I was just thinking about that the other day. I want to put back some money to be able to buy some raffle tickets. And, because I don't work, so I have to manage my money very closely. And I don't really like to ask my husband for stuff all the time. I like to save it for really important things. I don't even really want to ask for makeup and stuff sometimes. Sometimes I just kind of budget it in the groceries. Oop, I need some makeup. So, oops, let me just throw this in. If you do it a little bit, it's not even noticed. Anyway, that's funny. But yeah, I'm having a yard sale coming up with my mom, and I'm going to earn some money to buy my husband a birthday present. Because I don't want to ask him for money to buy his own birthday present. And the girls have already figured out how they're going to buy him a birthday present. Yeah, and it's the big 50.
Yep.
So he special birthday too.
He getting old.
I'll probably make a little video. You know what I would like to do? I would like to do like some kind of, I watched a video where this lady did kind of a singing montage for her husband's 50th birthday. I would love to do that.
What?
Kind of like a singing montage where she videotaped herself singing songs for him for his 50th birthday.
Oh, okay.
And I thought, oh, that would be so cool. But I got like, don't tell him, but I got like these, hopefully he's not listening, but
I'll
I've
say,
got,
you sure you want to say it on a live YouTube? He's going to end up seeing it probably.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know. I can't even remember if I told him I was going to go on, but um, yeah, I'm going to do like black plates and gray. I'm going to do like black and gray. I have not been able to manage to find any wrapping paper in this little bitty town that would fit that. Maybe I could find a bag. I can't find any like 50. Yeah, I know.
Disclaimer, he's my brother and he calls me old all the time and I'm younger, so that's why I call him an old man. It's a sibling rivalry thing we got going on, you guys.
Homestead Aquarius, thank you for putting up Rusty Pepper's link for me. Check Dollar Tree. Yeah, I need to go around and check. I would like to find a bag or a wrapping paper that's gold, that's black or silver, or has 50 on it. Or even if I could just find one that was black, I could maybe make something to go on it. But I want it to be pretty and kind of at least a little bit themed, a little bit special. And
yeah,
I mean, we'll probably make like a little video of it. I have an idea of what I want to buy him. I won't say that part just in case he is listening, but anyway. And the girls already talked about how they're gonna come up with their money. So, and I've already figured out how I'm gonna come up with my money. So, yeah, I will look and see if they have anything. And I think I've already bought the card. I think I did find a card that said 50 on it. So you might keep that in mind if you want to send him a card. Don't forget to put the 50 on it.
Oh, trust me, I won't forget.
So awesome. Awesome. So I had plans. I don't know that I'll buy a store-bought cake or have a big party, but we'll at least have the 4 of us, even if we have to do it before or after so the girls can be here. So long as it's a weekend that the girls are here, that'll be a party. And usually what we do is we have an extra special meal, whatever his favorite is, which I think is lasagna. And then we'll do gifts. And then usually when we have something special like that, we play like board games together. Mm-hmm. That's like our special activity that we do. So we'll try to make a little video of some parts of that so y'all can see.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, and I've already bought like black and silver balloons and stuff like that. So try to make it pretty. Pretty.
I have no idea what we're going to do for Z. His is 2 days after, and nothing's open.
Hello, Mary Ranch and Wild Cooking.
Nothing's really opened around here. So I think we're just going to have a small little birthday get together here at the house and maybe invite a couple of his friends from school, if they even show up. I mean, I don't know. Honestly.
I'm hoping that the stuff will be gone because this is actually your niece's 16, sweet 16.
Wow, so, I feel old.
Yeah.
Can't believe she's 16 already.
I know.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And then Delaney, I mean, yeah, will be 18 in November. Getting older. So we gave a special Sweet 16 to the other one. So we want to give a special Sweet 16 to this one. Even if it's just invite like some of her friends that always come.
I am so sorry.
Maybe some friends from her old church and some friends from her new church.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
And we always do those. We always do those minute to win it games. Yeah, have you heard of those, Niecy?
Mm-mm.
Minute to
no,
win
I
it
haven't.
Games? Oh, you have to look that up on YouTube. It's just like these games you're supposed to do within a minute. So one of them is okay, you're wearing flippers, like as if, like your brother's flippers, except for we only have one set. So one person puts on one flipper, one person puts on the other flipper. You put a tortilla on your foot, and you hold a plate on your head, a paper plate. So you're holding the paper plate on your head, and you're flipping your foot up, and you're trying to hit the tortilla up on the plate.
Oh, okay.
So that's one of them. But there's a bunch of different ones. There's one like where you take the eraser of a pencil and you try to hit it where it'll hit into the cup. So we do little games like that, and the teenagers really like them. We got introduced to them, from our old church.
Didn't you guys do one with Oreo cookies?
Yes, that one's called Cookie Face. And you put the you put the cookie up here in your head, and you're supposed to make it go to your mouth. So you're just like moving your head all these weird ways, trying to get it to go in your mouth. And if it hits the ground, you have to pick it up and put it back on your head. So you don't want to eat the cookie when you're done. You get it in your mouth, but you don't eat the cookie when you're done because it's hit the floor several times. You could get a new cookie every time, if you got tons of cookies, I guess, or if you just get the cheap ones or something. But there's boys that played it over here with Sadie's friends and stuff that will put the dirty tortilla or the dirty cookie right in their mouth and eat it. I'm like,
ew.
I wouldn't, but whatever, man. Yeah. And usually when we buy the tortillas, we buy the cheap ones from Dollar Tree because we know nobody's going to eat them. Welcome, North and South Homestead.
Hey, Sal, how you doing?
But yeah, those boys, that tortilla will hit the floor and they will just put it right in their mouth. I'm like, oh my goodness. But yeah, but I remember I used to eat cherry tomatoes right off the vine in the garden. But I don't use chemicals. I don't use chemicals for bugs. I use flowers and companion planting to keep the bugs off of my plants so that I just wash them really good and I eat them.
You didn't pull up Robert's comment.
5-second rule. 5-second rule. Yeah. And if you know her friend that does that, man, he is hilarious. But yeah, he'll eat that tortilla or that cookie after it hit the floor. He don't care.
You should see if South is willing to get up on the panel today. If she's not busy, since she's in here.
Oh, well, I'll put the link out if
she's fun.
North and South Homestead or Heritage Heart or Homestead Aquarius or anybody wants to get up and chit chat with us.
Happy egg collecting, homesteading in the heartland.
Yeah, right now we're only getting like 0 to 2 eggs a day. The girls are not happy about the weather. I bet we'll probably have a couple more today. I'm gonna go back.
Does the weather cause them to go dormant, kind of?
Yeah. Before it got real cold, we were getting 6 a day, and I think it was the 6 new chickens because the older chickens which aren't that much older, have their little dormant phase, but they're already to the point where it's almost time for them to start laying again in February. There's a date in February so I think after the weather's done, I haven't got 12 eggs in one day because they had just started laying right before the cold snap. So.
Oh, come on, South. You don't want to give us a lesson on hair dye today?
Welcome, the Rusty Pepper.
Hey, Rusty Pepper.
I get so confused when I say Rusty Pepper, and I almost try to say Rusty Prepper. And so I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm the pepper.
I don't know why that throws me off. Huh?
I'm the pepper. He's the rusty one.
Yeah, Rusty is your dog's name, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, I had to mention him. He's coming up over here for a second. Come here. Come on. Come on. Well, come on. Come on. Everybody wants to see you. Come here.
Yeah. Homestead Aquarius said if he missed putting your link up, let him know and he'll throw it up for you.
Hey,
Come on.
Gail, I'm going to step down and help moderate because I can't moderate and be up here at the same time.
Okay.
There he is.
I'll give
There he
somebody else a
is.
chance to come up. Oh, he's precious.
Aw.
Kissy kisses.
Cute dog.
See his face?
All right, Robert, I'm hopping down to come join you
yeah.
to moderate.
Yeah, I said his name and he just decided he had to come up here.
My computer likes to buffer sometimes.
Yeah.
So what all do you do on your channel, Rusty Pepper?
Well, so far it's mostly been a few little things with Rusty, and mostly morning devotions. I do a video while I'm either going with the scripture or giving joy and thanks to God for bringing us to such a glorious day.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Where'd you go? Oh no.
God and how God had given us such a great day and stuff. So Muddy Boots put out a challenge. It's not really a challenge, but he just like urged people, to try to put a Bible verse up before or after your video, which I've tried to remember to do. And so
Who's Muddy Boots?
Muddy Boots, he is formerly Micro Farmer.
Oh,
Are you subscribed to him?
I was as Micro Farmer.
Okay, yeah, you'll have to check out Muddy Boots.
Okay. Yeah, it would be.
He changed it to a Christian-based gardening channel.
Uh-huh.
So he's been like when he came up on Simply Jan's Live, he was urging people to put up a Bible verse, which I've done pretty good, but I forgot on one or two maybe. But I've been trying to remember to do that, and I need to look some more up that I want to put up. But there's a couple I had posted in my house that I just did those because they were right there.
I tried to do a video this morning. I took Rusty out for the first time in over a week. I've been able to get out there.
Is it snowy where you're at, Rusty?
It's not snowing right now. Rusty, is it snowing where we're at? He looks at me like he thinks I'm crazy. No, we had some snow. And the first...
Tell me what state you're in again. I have a short-term memory.
I'm almost next door to you.
Oh, Texas. Yes, that's right. You are fellow Texan. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, and the first day that I woke up, it snowed. It had snowed during the night. I thought I was going to be cool and take Rusty out to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I got 10 feet off the porch. That's it. I couldn't get any further. I had to call for help.
Ice or snow or slippery or what?
At that time, it was just pure fluff snow. But it was like, I don't know if you could tell. Let me see. I'm trying. It was about like that deep on the sidewalk.
Yeah, we had it. We had it about that deep too.
Yeah, I should have
It's
been
starting to melt here today. Is it melting where you're at, Pepper?
It's finally beginning to. I still have some ice on the sidewalk because when people came to rescue me, when I got stuck, they stepped all over that area. And one of them even took Rusty to take him to the bathroom because that's where I was headed. And he wasn't going to the bathroom at the time because he was connected to me.
Mm-hmm.
And he still wouldn't go. He just had to stay by me.
Yeah. Yesterday was my first time to drive, and I got out there in the wrong boots, and I almost slipped and fell down. And I went back inside, and I changed to some boots that had some tread at the bottom, and I did a lot better. And I drove to the grocery store, and I got there, and half of the meat all the way down to the milk was almost totally wiped out. The produce department was almost totally wiped out, and there was no water anywhere in the store. There's no water except for flavored water. We're currently under a boil water notice, so I don't know if some people in our town lost water. I know a lot of people lost power, but not everybody. And people in my mom's town lost power and or water. And I can't imagine being without power and water. It's like you're miserable enough with one or the other without having both problems. But
I'm going to mute for a minute because I got.
okay, got a phone call. Okay.
Can you still hear me? Shake your head yes if you can.
Just hit the just
What?
hit stop cam, I think.
Oh,
I think you hit stop cam. Stop cam or stop mic. I think it's stop mic. See the buttons at the bottom?
no, I couldn't hear them okay.
Okay.
That was a scammer.
Oh, yeah. I've been getting a lot of them that say spam risk on them lately.
Mine hasn't yet. I need a new phone because there's a lot of things that's still happening with this phone that nobody else's phone is doing. They got some new updated things and everything.
Uh-huh.
So I'm getting messed with. Before the chat came up, I had a call from some guy who was trying to spam me out of $1,000 to be a publisher clearinghouse winner.
Mm. My husband got one through Facebook, and I've gotten them like that too through Facebook messaging. What they do is if someone in your Facebook asks for money, call that person and ask them if they actually need money, because it might not really be them. Somehow they're getting in to people's Facebook accounts and emailing people, which I don't go on Facebook that much anymore because I've just, since all this stuff happened, people are just, I don't know.
It's bad. It really
There's
is.
just a lot of controversy, a lot of negativity, a lot of family messiness, and just a lot of stuff. I don't know. I
Yeah.
get on there and I post something real quick and I leave, or I might look at a few things and leave. You know, I might post if it's like a Christmas, birthday, or something,
Mhm.
or I post something from YouTube, like if I want to recommend somebody's video, or I might put my video out there on there. So yeah, so my brother in their town, he actually had to boil snow. He would go outside and get a 5-gallon bucket worth of snow. Well, how much water do you think 5 gallons worth of snow is, Pepper? How much do you think that equals to?
Almost a gallon and a half.
My brother said that a whole 5-gallon bucket of snow is only a half a gallon of water.
A half a gallon?
That's what he said. And he just did this because my mom was over there staying with him because her water and power were both out at the same time. And he had to boil water to flush toilets and hand wash and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they weren't bathing over there. It's just, you know, there's 4 of them plus my mom. That made 5.
Yeah.
So I have gallons of water that I bought. And then I have, you know, bigger bottles of stuff that I bleached out the bottle and put water in them. So it could be, you could drink it, but more than likely I would use it for hand washing, dishes, toilets, whatever. But I'm locked on them which one I actually bleached the bottle. So if I didn't bleach the bottle, definitely that would be probably toilet water. But anyway, I have some. I don't know that I would last weeks and weeks or anything, but maybe 3 to 5 days, maybe.
That's good.
Depending on if it was just the 2 of us or if the girls were here with us, because they're only here with us on the weekends. So
Yeah, that sounds good.
people need to use this circumstance that just happened to try to be prepared. Try to get your candles, your water, canned food. Try to get some canned food that has a pull top. Get your tea lights. Get your, camp stove. I bought a camp stove from a yard sale. Try to get some, food canned up. Bottle. You don't want to talk about the jars of canned food, but try to stock up. I
I
would
have
say, go ahead.
I have 200 tea light candles
Mm-hmm.
and at least 20 of these little things.
Mm-hmm.
So I got several. I got just my living room, office, the kitchen, my bedroom, and bathroom. That's all I got here. But I have several in
Good for
each
you.
area of my house.
Good for you for being prepared. So Rusty Pepper is a prepper.
Yes, I am.
Good for
I,
you.
I almost never admit it because,
Yeah,
I've had,
I kind of am part-time, within my means of what I can actually afford to do. I made the video of me heating up a can of soup on the tea lights. Did you see that
no,
video?
I
But
went,
I actually had power at that time, and I have a gas oven, so I can light it and cook and stuff. But also, I have a camping stove that I bought at a yard sale, and I have canned foods, and I have a lot of like pop top cans too. It's important to have
yeah,
that because if your electricity's off, you can't use that electric can opener. And try to buy something better than a Dollar Tree one because those things do not work. We tried that, and I handed it to my husband. I was like, "Here, I can't open a can with this thing," because he had to. I made some soup during some of this weather time, and he had to open the can with that cheap can opener because I could not get it to work.
I have one use for an electric can opener. That's the knife sharpening side. I have two different kinds of the cheap, can openers. They turn their echoes. They're called echoes, made by Echo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Let me go. Let me go for a second. Go get it. Well, actually, go get
Can
them.
you show it to us?
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, this is, if you're not prepared for an emergency, I think right now the situation with Texas, who is not ready for this stuff, I think this is the time for us to get prepared because we had a wood stove we were thinking about putting out in the shop. And I think after this situation, my husband has decided to go ahead and install that into the corner of the living room instead. In case this happens again, we will have a source of heat. Now, he did a job over the summer for someone, and they paid him, or they did like a trade thing where he worked for the wood stove. So we have one out in the shed. It's straight out of the box. The person never even used it. And he started to buy the equipment that he needs to put it in. So let's see what Pepper has brought for show and tell.
Okay. This is what most people know. That the kind, it opens and shut. It's got a bottle opener on one end and can opener. Okay, can you see it? I'm trying.
Yes, yes, I can see it. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and you okay. I can't stretch very well.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can slide this a little further. Okay.
But it does take a little strength to use that little pop thing
Yeah.
on the
There we
end.
go. There it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to have a little bit of strength even to pop that down, some arm strength. But yeah, that's a useful tool as well.
This is my favorite one. It's just a little thing. You see that?
Yes. Yeah, that's the kind without the end on it.
Yes.
Awesome.
It's my
Yeah, I need to
favorite
buy
one.
a better quality one based on the other day and the can situation. I think I need to buy a more higher quality one for in case our power goes out again. Everybody needs to be prepared. There's some fancy thing you can get that I saw in some of the preppers videos that's really cool. They probably order it somewhere off of Amazon or something. I don't know. I don't order off of Amazon, so I don't know. But
These have been around for years. They're made by Echo.
Echo?
Hmm. I'm okay with this one, mainly because of what it's got here and here. But as far as being able to open the can, actually, I recommend this one. It takes a little bit of sensibility. You gotta put it like this, to let it go into the can and turn the handle while you're doing that.
Yeah.
But it works. It works great. And it takes the same amount of time to use the little one as it does this finagled one.
Yeah, and I've used one of those little ones before. Homesteading in the Heartland said, remember Biden promised a dark winter within 100 days. It's unfolding and planned. Control the food, control the people, get prepped and prayed, and the full armor of God. Yes.
Exactly.
I totally agree with that statement. I totally agree with that statement. Everybody needs to be prepared for whatever's coming. All this stuff that's going on, it's just like a lot,
Well, they're already trying to control us.
Yeah, I think everybody needs to be prepared with food. Everybody needs to buy their seeds, and if you have seeds, don't plant every single one of them this year. Save some for next year because we don't know what the seed situation will be next year. So try to buy more than what you need this year to put up for next year, and your seeds will last quite a while. And if you really, I've never put them in the refrigerator, but supposedly they last longer that way. So I
live here in an apartment. So actually, I've been strangled on what I can do. If I could have chickens and a goat, I would. I mean, we got the land for it. But Aquarius said, don't be caught with a ton of food in cans and no backup can openers. Yeah, I know. That's why I got
and some of those contraptions that she has, and some of those fancy things from Amazon, whatever it is you like, whatever it is you'll use. But yeah, try to look when you're buying your cans of raviolis. Try to find some of those pull tops.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And your food will last longer than the date that's on it. As long as it's not dented or bowed up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You should be good. If you're storing it in just a regular room and it's not hot or anything, you should be fine. You will be able to tell by the outside of the can if the food on the inside of the can is good. If it's bowed up, throw it away. If it's dented, eat it now. That's my rule. If it's dented, put it in the front. It doesn't mean it's bad yet. It means eat it now because the can has been damaged. So now it's time to go ahead and eat that can. And I told my daughters, I said, if I die, don't throw away all these seasonings in the cabinet. That date on them, they're gonna die off a little bit on the flavor, but they're not bad. They're not gonna, people are all, when it comes to seasonings, it's going to die off some flavor, but it's not going to go bad. So don't throw away your seasonings, man. Just put them in it. I've tried to put some of mine in a jar because they'll last longer that way. And I tried to buy up like Worcestershire sauce, barbecue sauce, teriyaki sauce, because if something happens, you run out of meat. Okay, I've got a pretty good amount of meat, but if you ever run out, and you have to eat that bird or that squirrel, you're going to want some kind of seasoning on it. So I have planned for that scenario. And people laugh when they hear me say that, but in all reality, this stuff could happen. This stuff could really happen. So it sounds very it sounds very dark and sad to say that, but I think God is preparing the Christians
Yes.
to know. He's telling the Christians inside of their head and their heart that they need to put up food. He's trying to tell us that something is coming.
Yeah,
So I've tried to talk to my mom and my brother and my sister and tell them that you need to be prepared, because there's some things I feel in my heart that are going to happen, and you need to be prepared. You need to have your water, and you need to have your food, and you need to have your candles and matches and lighters and all this stuff. And whatever you can afford. Some people can't afford generators. I certainly can't.
Right. I can't either. Well, I wouldn't be allowed to have one here anyway.
Yeah, and I think they say you're not allowed to have one, but if the power goes out like it did the other day, come and try to tell me that I have to freeze to death because it's against the law. I don't think so. Sorry, but no.
Yeah, I got a suggestion. You know, they got those battery operated can openers. They're easy to use.
I've never heard of it. Never heard of that one.
No, there's some, they get on the top and they go all around the bottom of the rim of the can.
That's probably that fancy kind I was talking about that the preppers have.
Yes, it's battery operated. However, I would not trust battery operated, because if something happens and you need batteries and you go get some batteries, they're not there.
Yeah, that's why it's good to have what you have, like just some better quality. Have more than one can opener. Don't, rely on just one. Like we have an electric can opener, but of course I bought the cheap ones and they're not working. But next time I get over to Walmart with money, I'll buy us a better quality. Really, I need to buy two, because sometimes they get rusty and stuff after a while, and have one used and one that for a backup that's a better quality. Welcome, Kissy Cat. Good. I'm glad. I'm so glad it's melting here in Texas. We're just talking about preparing with food and water and candles and everything you might need. Seriously considering putting up this wood stove for next winter. Hopefully the cold snap is over.
Yes.
But I don't know. There was some kind of, I wish Jason Neighbors was in here because he could totally explain it, but there's some kind of reason why Texas got some of that bad weather, like some kind of barrier that was broken that allowed it into this southern area. And I can't explain it because I'm just not that smart, but I'm smart on some things, but not on all things. But boy, I wish I knew that explanation, but it really made a lot of sense. But it just seems like a lot of stuff that's happening all at one time. The virus, the weather, the tornadoes and floods, and everything. There's just so much happening at one time. But definitely a good time to stay close to God and stay close to your family. And if you have family members that refuse to let you see them right now, try to do some of these web chats and just try to stay, don't get mad. Just try to stay close to them in phone calls and web chats and dual calls, all that fancy stuff that everybody has. Just try to keep track of them and check on them. Definitely a good time to check on the elderly, because I know there's some people that actually passed away in my hometown, and I'm going to guess some of those people were some of the elderly, or anybody that got stuck out there in that freezing cold weather. Texas, we don't even have coats. We're not even prepared for this stuff.
No, and we weren't warned.
No, I don't really have the news. I use YouTube on my phone and on my laptop, and I have Hulu, like a Disney thing, and Netflix. So I don't get regular news. Now, Hulu sometimes will have little news break things you can watch that are kind of pre-taped, but not any actual news. I don't have any. Welcome, AOK Foraging Adventures.
Do you see what, isn't Free Handling your sister-in-law?
She is, yeah.
You see what she said?
What did she say?
She said about it says in the Bible to not fear. It's not of God. It's of the devil. Well, I didn't say it in her exact words, but that's the way it is in the Bible.
Yes.
And she said tells of prepping, save our oxen, save. I didn't remember everything, but that's what she was talking about, prepping
Yes.
for these days.
Yeah. Yeah, I think God's telling us in our heart that we need to prepare for these days, not out of a spirit of fear, but back in the old days, back in the Little House on the Prairie days, the men would be out all day hunting, and the women tended the gardens and also forage for food and berries and nuts and stuff like that. So that's actually been the woman's job is planning meals, preparing food, making sure her family has food. Because if the husband doesn't get food during the day, the wife has to be sure that there's something for the children to eat. So
Yeah, and they had cellars. They had cellars where they could put food up for an entire year.
yeah, I was going back reading my Little House on the Prairie book the other day when the power was out, and they actually put their onions up, their pumpkins up in the cellar or the attic or cellar because it was real cold. They didn't have as much insulation as we do, but
Right.
yeah, they had butter in the
Apples and
cellar and
tomatoes. Yeah.
yeah, all kinds of stuff. That was cool. I just love reading that book. Every few years, I'll turn around and read the books again, and I learned so much good stuff from them. I mean, smoking meat in a log and stuff like that. That's neat. I mean, we've lost a lot of those things. We've lost a lot of those ways that we used to have, and you know, it may come a time that we're going to need those times again.
It's all this electronics that oh shoot, I had it on my mind now, I forgot it. The different things that make computers work, you know, the that makes our phones work.
Homestead Aquarius. One belief is that we are entering a grand solar minimum time of our sun. Expect terrible weather, fluctuations, and unpredictability, savage weather, increased chances of volcanic earthquakes. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff. Like in the Philippines, their crops are flooding. There's just a lot of stuff happening right now, all at one time. And you know, God is speaking to us, and He's trying to get us to become closer to Him. You know, I'm not going to say if the end of the world is coming, but I'm going to say we're closer to it than maybe a lot of their generations have been. Are we a generation that's going to see it? I don't know. I'm not going to be a crazy person and try to predict it. Nobody can predict it, but I think we have some bad times before God takes us. I think we might have some trying times before that happens. And I know the tribulation is going to be a whole other set of problems, and I won't be here for that. But I think we're going to have some hard times before that time hits. Do you agree with that, Pepper?
Yes, I think if we were to pick up and read Revelations, there's a lot we could learn
Yeah,
because you know
definitely.
that was a book that was sealed when Paul wrote it, and it still was out there for us to read it. The understanding was sealed, but now we're able to see what's going on because what's going on is what's being described in the Bible that was done 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, where it talks about pestilence and stuff like that. Well, it predicts in the Bible pestilence, and pestilence says to me bugs, right? Well, there actually have been locusts attacking fields over in the Middle East and other countries. So that actually is what you said. It's predicted in Revelations. So we're having a prediction that's actually coming true from Revelations So that makes me think it may, that the end may be a little closer than what we actually think.
Well, it still could be hundreds of years after the locusts are done. I mean, because there's other things, but we're getting ready to have a one world government.
I'm very nervous about that. I try not to think about it. I've
I
kind of
do.
distracted myself with YouTube to almost get myself, because when I very first started, I watched a lot of prepping channels, but I stopped watching them because I stopped sleeping well and I started worrying too much. So I started reading my Bible more and I started working on my YouTube channel and just trying to focus on other things because I didn't want the spirit of fear and worry to be all over me. And I have a little bit of anxiety anyway, so I didn't really want to, but some of that stuff's still in my brain, but I put it in the back and I try not to spend a lot of time worried on it. But
It's a little hard on me. I'm
yeah.
in a wheelchair, but you know what? I'm going to tell you, people who aren't in wheelchairs, don't wait to grab a hold of God before anything happens to you. Do it now. I've been in a wheelchair for years, and I already knew God, but I didn't grab hard to him until I started needing dogs in the chair and and needing other help. But I'm slowly, I'm slowly a lot learning. I'm far from perfect, thank goodness. Because I tell you what, if anybody thought I was perfect, we'd be both really getting ready to go to hell. You know? Hello?
Yes. Little buffering. Little
Yeah.
buffering. Hopefully they heard everything you were saying because it was good stuff. Good stuff.
But I mean, I'm serious. If you can get out there and run a marathon, get out there and run a marathon and praise God while you're doing it.
Exactly. Yeah, I
Because
actually had that Psalms 91. I typed it out on my computer and made copies of it and posted it all over my house. And since then, I don't worry like that. I put those things away and read my Bible and worked on myself and worked on getting closer to God. So I don't worry, but I still put things up just in case.
yeah,
Because I
you
feel like
should,
God is telling me to. I mean, that's really what I feel. Maybe that makes me sound crazy. I don't know. But I guess if you love me, you love me the way I am. And that's
exactly.
me. I'm a preparer. I'm a planner. I plan things months and months ahead of time, birthdays, holidays. And so that's why I get my feelings hurt so much when my family doesn't come when they say they're going to, because I had planned for it months and months ahead of time, buying special things, gifts and plates and all these things, and planning and cleaning and doing stuff like that. And that's how I get my feelings hurt because put so much into it. So when they take it away from me, I'm like, oh, and I cry and I get upset. And I get my feelings hurt because that's just how I am. That's me.
Aquarius. But
Embrace the old values, definitely.
yes, I was born in 49. So, I've got a couple of years going there for me. But there's a lot of things I remember from that time. I had a foster grandparent that I lived with that taught me how to do a lot of things without all this fancy rigmarole, you know? And I love my computer, but if I had to throw it away, I would. The
You can
only
live without it, and that's good.
Yeah. I mean, when I first got it, somebody who didn't know God gave it to me and introduced me to some games and that. But then I found the Bible on here, and I found different things on here. And I'm not perfect. I don't go every day, but I do. I do devotions with others every day, like Jimmy Houston Catch of the Day. There's a few others. I've been there with yours when you've done a couple.
Yeah. Did you see my one with my pastor? My live with the pastor?
Yeah.
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 I did a little small devotion, which I would like to do more of those. Right now, I'm waiting for God to give me what He thinks my next, because the last one I did because Muddy Boots put out the challenge, and I had that already, that God had already told me to do that, but I didn't follow what He told me to do. So now I'm waiting for Him to put on my heart the next little devotion He wants me to do. And when He does, I'm not going to wait so long before I obey Him. So I'm waiting right now for whatever He wants me to put out next. But I'd like to do more devotion type things, and I would like to have my pastor on again and stuff like that. Welcome, Cat Without the Hat.
Oh, cool. Just hello, Cat. Just open your Bible, let it fall open, and when you do a video or something, you got a verse right there in front of you.
Just read that, huh?
Just read that. I mean, it'll help. And 9 times out of 10, I can guarantee you, it'll be there. You open it before you start. Don't look at it till you've done your video, and then read it.
Start reading.
It'll content. The content will be what you just talked about.
Yeah. Welcome, flavors and textures. Thank you.
God is wonderful.
One day I was having a hard time with one of my coworkers, and I came home and pulled out the Bible, and my eyes went straight down to a verse, and it was that verse where it said, "Make your enemies your footstool." And when I went back to work, because I was at lunch, when I went back to work, I just let that run in my head. And I had a hard time with a lot of my coworkers at my last job. And every time I've managed to see them here in my city, I kind of avoided them every time. But this time I was really, really proud of myself, because I actually said hello and had a conversation with one of the people who hurt me and bullied me and were my friend and backstabbed me. And I actually had a conversation with her, and I was really proud of myself, because I really, grew up in the Lord, that I could actually talk to someone that was almost like my enemy because of all the pain she caused me. And I was like, God is really healing me, that I can finally talk to her. And I was just so proud of myself. I came home and told my husband, well, guess who I said hi to today? And he's like, oh, wow. But I call that real healing, because there's several of them that were part of this whole bullying thing at my last job. And so I've managed to see one of them so far. There's a couple I won't see because they live in a different area of Texas now. They've moved to a different school, but there's still a couple more that I probably will see at some point. So I just, she was the one that hurt the most, because she was my friend, and she kind of backstabbed me and started talking about me, and it was like it was high school or something, and we were at a job, and it was like, man, this is not high school or grade school. We're grown-ups, so, but I'm healing from that. And I think that's kind of why it's been hard for me to get back out there on some things, because I had some hurt happen in my life, and those people don't realize they kind of killed my confidence a little bit. And that's actually why I'm here. I'm here to have a voice. Go ahead.
Yeah. Bullies have a way of doing that. They do it to rip a person down.
They
okay?
do.
And your self-confidence goes straight to the floor. Now you get into the word. Remember that verse. Make your enemy your footstool. Because a bully is your enemy, but you can make them your friend.
You can pray for them.
Their footstool.
Yeah, you can pray for them, and you know, you can pray for them and it ends up helping you.
Yeah.
I had a different coworker in the past that I had trouble with, and I prayed for her, and she got moved to a different department, and she wasn't there to be her lovely self anymore. And I was like, oh, thank you, God. So I did a lot. I got a lot closer to the Lord after I left that job. And so maybe, you know, God had his purposes, but it's taken a long time to heal from those things that happened to me, which I don't talk about a lot. This is the first time I've ever actually talked about it on YouTube. So look at there, you brought it out of me. But
Hey, that's God. God did that. Not
yeah,
me.
maybe there's somebody in here who needed to hear that you can heal from whatever, you know, from
Yeah.
whatever it is that happened to you.
I'm
So
still healing from things that happened to me when I was a child.
I
And
know it took me a while to get over a couple of things that happened to me as a child, but I
yeah,
did get over them. So
and I'm 71. I don't know if I'll ever perfect it, and I don't care because I'm going with God.
right,
Whether I get it perfected or not, my heart's going after God. You know, I mean, he's not way out there somewhere. He's as close to each and every one of us as put your hands together like this. Put your hands together like this. You got him? There you go. That's how close he is. And a lot of people don't know that, but he
yeah.
is.
God should be your best friend. He should walk around with you all day. You should be talking to him like he's standing right next to you because he is.
Honey Tom,
Liz,
he's my daddy.
I'm going to
He's
take it down for a second. This is the rusty pepper. The rusty pepper. If Homestead Aquarius is in here, will you put up her link again for Cat Without a Hat? The rusty pepper. But anyway.
I'm gonna leave, but I'll be watching still because I gotta tend to my kid. He wants his dinner.
Yes.
And we pray over dinner, so
Yes, we do too.
I'm talking about he does too. If you look on my channel, and there's a video that says, "Come on, woman," we're praying over dinner. Anyway, God bless you. And I'm listening. Have fun. Remember, God is right beside you. Honey, he's my daddy. He's your daddy. He's all our daddies. He's the
Right.
Heavenly Father, but he wants to be like our daddy, close to do everything for us.
Thank you for coming up, the rusty pepper. I am going to go ahead and end the live. I'm going to go check out my things out in the greenhouse. I just wanted to do a live and say hi to you guys. Thank you for coming in. Cat Without the Hat, Freehandly Made, Homestead Aquarius, and the rest of you, Flavors and Textures, everybody that came in today. If I missed your name, thank you for coming by. And I'm going to go ahead and end this for today. And I will see you guys again in another few days. I'll probably do another live and I'll come by and say hi to you. Free Handling Made has a giveaway live on Saturday evening. So if you guys want to check that out, have a great day. Be blessed. Be something kind, guys. Bye. Love you.